Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Cape Rugby TV. It's nice to have you along. Yes, we know, of course, that the league has been postponed, but nevertheless, we keep talking about club rugby. Of course, a lot of the players coming through the club rugby ranks and into the Western Province rank. And, of course, one of the first touch points is, of course, the under-20 squad. Now, the under-20 squad at Western Province Rugby is doing particularly well at the moment. We've got a number of players in the South African squad, which is really great for Western Province Rugby. And, of course, they're busy preparing for the under-20 Currie Cup that comes up later in the year. This past weekend, the players, of course, had a pretty good outing against SV Deer. They went out there to play a couple of chukkers, and yeah, it's good to see that the players are really practicing against a high level there. So we're looking forward to their progress. But to tell us more, we went down behind the scenes to the High Performance Centre in Bellville.
I mean, it's always nice when you have a full house. It's always nice to see the boys back on the field again. Now it's getting excited because we're getting game time now as well. Just like the last 3 weeks we've been playing the SA Under-20, played Poland. Last week we played SWD. This week we're playing, I think, Western Province Academy. So it's been nice to be back. We're getting game time now, so it's getting much exciting. You can see the difference from the start and now. Now, obviously, it's getting easy because it's getting more natural than before. Before, it was like it's the first time you're playing rugby because it was just hectic. But now it's getting easier. It's nice. I mean, getting the heat back, it's always a good feeling to get used to that feeling. Because if you're not used to it, then it's more tougher. But yeah, it's nice. There's a lot of tournaments coming up. It's the Currie Cup, as you say. Then I think we have the Under-20 tournament coming up in August. So I mean, it's tough now because we have a lot of players back. So now we have to fight for a spot again. It's not as easy as it was before. There's like, I don't know how many people in one position, but on my position there's like 4 people. So it's a lot of competition out there. So for me, it's always good to have a competition, but I'm looking forward to the season actually. As you mentioned, all the coaches, they've played senior rugby or whatever they've played. For them to coach you in a way as like they've never played, it's easy because now you fit in as a player because they know how it feels to be a player. So it's always a good thing when the coach can relate to the player. So I mean, Coach Jerome, one of the best coaches I think I've met so far. He's a really good coach, and every time you're going on the game, he's just saying, enjoy yourself. Don't worry about the outcome. The outcome will see by itself. You just play your game and then you're going to be okay. So, I mean, the coaching staff, I mean, for me, they're really nice people. They've made me feel at home. I mean, imagine feeling comfortable in a place. That's when you perform at your peak and at your best. So, I mean, the coaching staff is great.
When we started out on the other side in pre-season, it was probably max 10 to 15 people. Now there's 30 to 40, and the competition, it just grows every single week with new players coming in, and it really does. It pushes all the guys to excel to their best to try and make the team now. No, yeah, obviously it is nice to play the games. We've put in all the hard work, all the running hours, so it's a reward for the guys to come out here and know that okay, on the weekend we are going to play a game and get to express themselves. When we started out, there was probably 1 person per position. Now there's 4 people per position. So it's good to have that healthy competition, and for myself, it's pushed me to become a better player. And yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way other than to have competition there. It's a privilege to come out here every day and to come training and to be on the same field as the Stormers and the big guys, and also just to have coaches like Jerome and Kabamba and the experience that they have, to feed off them and to learn from them. It's probably the best that we can get, and so it's amazing for us to be able to come here every day. It's a privilege, yeah.
Ja, ag nee, dit was regtig 'n lekker gevoel geweest. Een van ons eerste wedstryde was teen die jong bokkies geweest wat ons 'n warm-up game gespeel het. So ja, dit was net so groot voorreg om net teen hulle te kan speel en ja, eerste game in 'n baie lang tyd. So ja, nee, baie groot voorreg en baie lekker geweest. Ja, ek dink die intensiteit is nog steeds daar. En die ouens, ons het lekker van die begin af. Dink ons het van verskillende universiteite, verskillende agtergronde gekom. Ek dink ons het baie vinnig lekker connect en ja, ek voel die spangees is regtig baie goed hierso. Ja, nee, definitief. Ek dink hoe beter kompetisie daar is, hoe beter is dit vir jou, hoe meer ontwikkel jy ook as 'n speler, want by elke oefening moet jy jou beste gee om daai plek in die span te kry. So ja, ek dink ons support mekaar, maar ons druk mekaar ook en dit is wat dit so lekker en so spesiaal maak. Ja, definitief. Ek dink vir 'n jong speler soos ons om met sulke ondervinding en sulke coaching te kry, ek dink ons is so bevoorreg. En dit is definitief iets wat ons kan vorentoe vat, soos wat ons ouer raak. So ja, net baie bevoorreg om so jong ouderdom so goeie coaching te hê en so goeie half environment te wees. Environment te wees. So ja, baie bevoorreg.
Ja, jy weet, die eerste lockdown was alles toegekap en om op die veld te wees, jy weet, elke speler wil op die veld wees en om sy talent uit te oefen en ek dink dit is awesome om weer op die veld te wees. Ja, jy weet, as jy op die veld kom en dan is gewoonlik jy weet, there's no I in team, only I in win. So, team protocols, jy sit dan nooit, jy is individueel, so dan nooit meer as die span is. Die span kom eerste in Western Province. Nee, ek dink dit is 'n goeie run soos al 3 gespeel en 1 verloor, dink so as ek nou korreksie praat en 2 gewen. So ek dink die ouens doen goed op die veld om met hom so kort na die Cup span by mekaar te gooi en om te speel is baie goed. Nee, ek dink net aan die DNA om my ook die DNA so ander dae toe ons hier by OBL gewees het was dit so leksie en dat hulle beselde veld oefen wat die Stormers oefen en die fasiliteite gebruik. Ek dink sit op 'n ander map dat jy deel goed met professionele spelers soos die Stormers of wat ook hier die velde gaan enjoy.
Well, it's good to see the under-20 players getting ready. Of course, they're getting ready for the Currie Cup, the under-20 Currie Cup that comes up a little bit later in the year. They've had some successful outings, and of course, great to see that so many of the DHL Western Province Rugby juniors have in fact been called up to the national squad. So that's great news for Western Province Rugby. Right, folks, of course, as you know, on a weekly basis, we take a look at what's happening at MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy. Now, we've been speaking to the folks at MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy and getting some of the expert advice. And of course, the advice right now is to get a grip on the flu season. Of course, if you go down to MChem, they will tell you that the World Health Organization strongly supports the administration of the flu vaccinations during the COVID-19 pandemic. So if you need a flu vaccination, then of course MChem is the place for you to go. And that of course helps with preventing and reducing the severity of illness associated with flu. And this will of course help ease the burden on patients and of course the country's healthcare system. So you can get down to MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy and get your flu vaccine. Of course, it's open 24 hours, and you can get your flu vaccine from any time 8 a.m. in the morning until 8 p.m. in the evening, every day of the week. So there's no queuing. You don't have to wait. You can walk straight in. So fantastic. No appointment needed. MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy is always open, and of course, just for you. Folks, we'll take an ad break. When we come back from the break, we carry on talking about what's happening in the world of club rugby. Back in a sec.